What's up guys, Jake Does Turtles back at it again with another Pokemon Go PvP video, and in today's video we're going to be doing recommended battles versus my team Regicide. So I'm going to hop on my website here so I can show you guys what we're working with, the website and sort of my teammates and what our goal is. Our goal is to give back to charity. We want to donate 10% of our profits to charity, and the rest of our profits go to funding team travel, so we can go to these mega events like Valor Ash and Hal Stark and Arrow can do because they're funded by Go Stadium and other patrons. So the best way to support me and my teammates is to either do one of these coaching packages or to buy some merch off us, and the merch is pretty sick, so I highly recommend it. So we're going to hop into the first battle against Cole. Can't stop Keister. I'm going to be leading with Raichu. I've got Cresselia and Frostlass in the back picked for me, so Marowak comes out. We're in an awful situation. I need to try to catch this Bone Club with my Cresselia, and Cole does not bite on it, and I'm going to choose to shield the first one because he was at 5 fire spins for the Shadow Ball. So I am going to be basically charging up a ton of energy and waiting for him to throw, and I know that this could be Shadow Ball here, but I didn't expect him to do it, and he did it. He went for 2. So he brings in Raichu, and I'm like, okay, this is good. See if I can get a Moonblast to go through with no shield. Assuming he shields, he does not. So it's a very good scenario. I'm going to choose to farm down here. Any moves that he throws at me aren't going to be doing that much damage. Ball Charge actually did a surprising amount, but I should be able to farm him down and throw a Future Sight at the Marowak that comes back in to hopefully feint that down. I assume his shield comes up maybe, though. Yeah, shield comes up, so that's a bad thing. So I'm going to switch in Raichu and throw this Thunder Punch immediately, which will almost KO, if not KO. So the shield comes up again, and I'm able to beat Cole to the Thunder Punch. Maybe he was 1 fire spin away from Bone Club, so I'm going to basically take a GG when I see Venusaur come out in the back. I'm going to throw the Thunder Punch here just to get a little bit weaker for Frostlass. And then I'm going to, I believe, set up a sack swap here in a couple seconds. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Frostlass, and I'm going to sack swap Cresselia in, even though I don't need to, but it just looks pretty, and it works on my mechanics when it comes to PvPing. He's going to Sludge Bomb me. I'm going to use the Avalanche here. Frenzy Plant would be the preferred move against Frostlass. For sure, it's going to be quicker, and I'm going to take a GG in the first game. Second match against Cole. Can't stop Keister. I'm going to be running with Mantine, Victory Bell, and Munchlax. So I'm in a bit of a bad spot here. I'm going to immediately switch into Munchlax. It's kind of like a safe swap, and I'm going to farm up extra energy to hopefully throw 2 Body Slams at whatever comes in. Throw the Body Slam number 1. Does not shield, so I'm hoping to farm down here and save the energy. Cole does not get to a charge move. I'm going to be able to throw a Body Slam at whatever comes in. Hopefully it's not a fighter. It is Umbreon, so I'm going to throw a Body Slam here. Now, Cole's going to say this is a mistake for sure. He did not want to shield this Body Slam. I don't know what happened. The next one it is. He shields the next Body Slam. He says he didn't mean to, and obviously he didn't mean to because he knows Body Slam's not going to do a lot of damage. And it might have saved him in the long run. We'll find out, but he's going to farm me down, but I'm in a really good spot. I can bring out the Victory Bell here to do some damage against this Umbreon, and he's going to bring in his Skarmory, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to shield the first one because I know this one's going to do the most damage out of all of them because I'm going to Bubble Beam him. And I'm assuming he's not going to shield because he knows Bubble Beam is coming. Doesn't shield because I didn't bait the Ice Beam very well, and I didn't really want to. So I'm going to go for an Ice Beam on this one. And I'm expecting a shield to come up. I'm not going to shield because I know that Cole's got that Umbreon in the back that I need to take care of. And the Victory Bell. The Victory Bell's dead. Okay, never mind. And I'm going to try to farm down this Skarmory here. So once I farm down Skarmory, I'm going to try to throw a Bubble Beam here so I can debuff the Umbreon. So that I can just Razor Leaf it down. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if the shield would have helped Umbreon because I really wasn't throwing many charge moves. So if he has an extra shield here, maybe he can shield the Ice Beam on Skarmory, but I still think I win that matchup, but it would come down to probably these Razor Leafs in the back, but I think I'm good. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm going to be able to Razor Leaf down this Umbreon, and I could have thrown this Leaf Blade if I wanted to, but it was KO'd at that time, so GG's cool. So next up, we're going to be up against Yo You Yes. That's Dylan, one of my teammates. He's going to lead Macargo with his recommended team, and I am leading Macargo. So I'm going to swap into Escavalier. Pretty good save switch in. It's got a lot of coverage with its moves, and I'm going to farm up a little bit and then shield bait with Aerial Ace here. Shield comes up, and I'm going to shield because I don't want to get stone edged or overheated. So I am going to farm this down, and I have both charge moves ready to throw at whatever comes in. Waiting out switch clock as Dylan does right here. I am going to throw a drill run against this Clink Lang. It's an electric type, I believe steel as well, so it's going to do super effective damage. And I hope I can get to an aerial ace here, so maybe I should have baited and went to the aerial ace instead, but oh well, it's fine. I'm thinking maybe a shield here could have saved my game because Zap Cannon is going to destroy me for some reason. And then he brings in Bastiodon to farm me down. So he's one smackdown ahead, and in the one shield scenario, Bastiodon can win with one shield advantage. Or not one shield, one smackdown advantage. So this is bad for me, but I'm going to keep Leaf Blading and hope that his IVs on his Bastiodon are bad, and I have one shield, so this is good. And in the one shield scenario, Bastiodon only has to shield one Leaf Blade to win. So I'm going to go for Leaf Blade here. Probably should have went Foul Play. I think Foul Play would have killed it as opposed to Leaf Blade, but it's going to be a GG. Dylan is going to take game 1 out of 3 in the recommended battles. So the next match is going to be against Dylan again. It's going to be game number 2. I am blessed with Torterra, Shiftry, and Clefable. And it's clear that I don't have the same Shiftry because it is 1489 CP as opposed to 1500. So I'm going to be relying on that being a Razor Leafer. I think it is. But he leads with Macargo with his recommended team, or with Vigoroth with his recommended team, and swaps into Macargo. So there's Macargo again. I'm going to Frenzy Planet and then try to switch out. But I'm like, no, I think I can just farm this down and shield once and we'll be good. So that's what I choose to do. Shield to overheat because that would be bad. And I'm going to be able to farm down this Macargo. And then I'm going to throw a Frenzy Plant at what I'm assuming is going to be Vigoroth coming back in with loaded energy. Then I'm going to swap in Clefable after he faints me down. He's got a ton of energy, at least 2 Body Slams loaded up. So I'm going to be bringing in my Charmer. Body Slam's going to take about 30% damage off right there. Maybe 25, give or take. It's about 30. Yeah, so we're down at about, 25% health after Vigoroth. So Cloyster comes in, shields are down for him. I have 1 shield. I'm like, okay, this better be Razor Leaf Shiftry. And it's got an Icy Wind ready. I have to shield because it's going to do significant damage and those Ice Shards will add up. But it's a Snarl Shiftry, and I'm able to get to Leaf Blade very quickly, so I'm going to take a win in game number 2 here. And so we're going to go to game 3. Moving into game 3 of 3 against Yo You Yes, I am going to be leading with Driftblim with 1 move, and he is going to be leading with Piloswine. So I'm going to switch immediately into Torterra to smack this thing with Razor Leafs. And then Linoon is going to come out. I'm going to throw the Frenzy Plant immediately, hoping to grab a shield. And I know I have Primeape in the back. I'm just going to do super effective damage with this counter so I can farm down this Linoon. I'm going to choose to, believe it is not shield this. Throws Dig. I think maybe Grass Knot would be better. I don't know. Probably Dig. But I'm going to use my Primeape right now. I'm going to farm up a ton of energy and then throw a Night Slash. I'm just going to be doing super effective damage against that Raichu. He needs a shield. So then I'm going to switch into my Driftblim to draw out that Piloswine. And I know I can get to an Ominous Wind. So I'm going to either force another shield or take this Piloswine down really low. It's going to be really low, but he's going to throw a charge move. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to let it go because I can just farm up off of this Piloswine and get ready to throw a Night Slash against this Raichu. But I have 2 shields if I need them. So it's going to be a GG in game number 3 against Yo You Yes. So moving into our first battle against Ranging Time, I have Victory Bell, Raichu, and Primeape. And I know I'm in danger because that Raichu is an experimental Raichu. It is a Raichu from the Timeless Cup, where I thought I was going to break the meta with Charm Raichu. So we are going to see how that works out. We've got Vigoroth versus Victory Bell. I believe this is a W if I shield, but turns out I'm awful, and I'm not going to shield, because guess what? It's time for Charm Raichu to play. Bring in Charm Raichu. It's doing a ton of damage, but I know that I need to shield here or I'm going to die. I hope I can farm down this Vigoroth. If I can't, I'm screwed. Brings in Tropius. I'm going to go for a Wild Charge. I should just throw that Thunder Punch right there. But I take the move thinking I can get the Wild Charge, and I get to it, but I only throw Thunder Punch, so probably should just throw in Thunder Punch. Gonna bring in Primeape. I'm basically screwed. It's Air/Tropius. Yeah, it gets to a charge move, and it's going to kill me no matter what it is, because Primeape is very glassy. That's Air Raid, so it definitely would have killed. I'm going to throw a Night Slash here. I'm hoping to grab a shield. I don't. Bring in Victory Bell. Go Battle Lag. I try to farm it down with Razor Leafs. It doesn't die. I maybe should have thrown the charge move, and I probably could have won, but Golbat's in the back, so it would not have mattered because he had double flyer. So that's a pretty nice recommended team from Will right there for sure. And he's going to take game one. We're moving into game number 2, and I realized I finally have a good team with Pokemon actually around 1500 CP. So we've got Shiftry, Alomarowak, and Toxicroak. So this is going to be a solid line. I feel like I can actually do something with this, unless they have Altaria. That would really break my bank. So Will's going to lead Toxicroak. That's bad. I'm going to immediately switch in Alomarowak and calls the switch apparently and switches into Suicune. I'm not going to shield because I know it's Bubble Beam. I was counting the bubbles. I'm going to go straight for a Shadow Ball here, hoping to get an unshielded Shadow Ball. Throw the Shadow Ball, unshielded, 1-on-1 score for me right there. I know this is Bubble Beam again from counting, so good for me, but I'm double debuffed here. So Fire Spins aren't going to be doing as much damage. I'm like, I think I can get to another Shadow Ball here, but I need to save. So Bubble Beams, I get Shadow Ball. It's a win-win. I force a shield, or it gives up switch advantage, or not. I'm double debuffed. So win-win for Will. 1 out of 2 for me. Gonna bring in Shiftry here to farm up some energy off of this Suicune. I'm expecting Will to bring back in Toxicroak, but he switch locks Umbreon against my Shiftry, so I'm going to bring in my Toxicroak and hopefully farm a ton off of this Umbreon. I'm not going to shield this, and it's foul play, so good job by me. I'm going to be doing a ton of counters here, but I'm going to throw a Mud Bomb here. I'm assuming I'm going to farm up after the first Mud Bomb, but a shield comes up, so that's good for me. I'm saving the shields in the back for my Shiftry and or my Toxicroak against this other Toxicroak. My Toxicroak has 15 attack, so it will be winning all CMP ties. I'm going to shield here so that I can hopefully farm down this Umbreon. And I know he's probably going to bring back in Suicune, so I can throw a counter here to get some more energy off of that. I'm assuming I'm trying to switch just in case. Yeah, switching Shiftry to farm up a little bit. And I'm going to throw a Leaf Blade immediately against this Toxicroak. Will's going to shield, so that's going to be a GG for me easily because I already have a Mud Bomb loaded in the back. And I believe I still have a shield. So I'm going to be able to get to another Leaf Blade before I'm farmed down, but I have a Mud Bomb ready to go. And I wasn't tapping at all because I knew I won. So I'm going to be tapping the Sludge Bomb for some reason. I don't know why I was tapping Sludge Bomb, but I was tapping Sludge Bomb, so GG's Will. We're going to move into the next game. Mud Bomb is the preferred move there, guys. My team is good this time. I have Alolan Raichu as a lead. Very good, except for when Haunter's out. So I'm going to swap in Blaziken immediately, but Blaziken is met by Swampert, and I try to go for a Blast Burn here, but we CMP tie, so I should have went for Blaze Kick there, and maybe I could have won this game. It's going to be really close in the end, but yeah, bad. So I'm going to go in with Altaria here, and I'm going to do a straight farm down. Not going to throw any charge moves. Going to save my shields for the back. Going to take a Sludge Wave to the face. A good move by Will there. I'm going to farm this thing down, and I'm like, okay, I might have to shield again. If it's Sludge Wave, throws the Hydro Cannon. Well done. So I am 0 for 2 basically right there on the bait shield situation. Assuming that Haunter might come back in, so I'm going to throw a Sky Attack at anything. And it's Charizard. So I'm kind of feeling pretty bad because this thing's really spammy and it's going to be doing that super effective damage against my Altaria. Sorry, blanked for a second there, guys, because I was getting Shadow Punched. So I'm going to try to farm up and get 2 Sky Attacks ready here against this Haunter. Doesn't shield, which is a smart play. You know, either way, I think he wins. But I'm going to shield the first move. It's going to be Dragon Claw, and I'm going to get to a Sky Attack, but not before he gets to 2 Dragon Claws. So maybe if I can get off some damage against that Swampert to make it easier to farm. I don't know. I think I lose. So this is going to be my first loss against the Regicide boys. Will's going to win this best of 3. So I'm currently 2-1 against the Regicide boys, with Tanner being the tying match possibly. This match is going to be a public service announcement as to why you should delete, transfer, get rid of, throw your Tauros in the Shredder that are around 1500 CP. I'm going to lead Bronzong into Minun. I'm going to try to catch the Thunderbolt or Discharge with Tauros. It's similar to using Pidgey. They basically do the same thing, aka nothing. So he's going to bring in a Victory Bell. I'm dead in like 2 Razor Leafs. So I'm going to bring back in my Bronzong and farm down this Victory Bell. I am going to get it farmed down before it even uses a move. So I'm going to use Psyshock first, because that's going to be probably enough to kill this Minun. Bulldoze is going to be super effective, but he needs a shield no matter what. So I'm going to use another Psyshock. I'm expecting another shield to come up if he wants to keep it alive. And he does. So I'm going to be able to probably farm down here. Double shield. Because I know I don't want Tentacruel facing this Minun. But I'm going to throw the charge move just to risk using another shield just in case something in the back is strong against Tentacruel. But it's Zapdos. So, yeah, it's another reason to transfer your Zapdos as well. Tanner's probably transferred his by now. Going to use Drill Peck. Not very effective. It's going to kill me because I have no health. I'm going to be spamming the poison jabs. Going to shield up here just in case he has a double moved Zapdos for some reason right now. And I'm going to throw an Acid Spray just to make it a little bit weaker. I probably could have farmed down, but we're not going to take that chance. And I'm going to be able to farm down with a Poison Jab right after the Acid Spray hit. So GG's game 1. So in game 2, we've got our good old buddy Useless Blaziken on our team again, as well as a Magnezone with 1 move that I used in Jungle Cup and didn't use once. So I'm going to switch in Tentacruel. He switches in Raichu. I'm in a bad spot. I'm going to Acid Spray it. I'm assuming he's not going to shield because he knows how to count. Doesn't shield. And then he's going to probably Thunder Punch me back to the bench. So I'm going to choose not to shield and to come in here with the Magnezone. But I get Wild Charged. So this is very bad. He's got a lot of energy. Don't really know how much he has. So I'm going to choose to not shield. Once again, it's Wild Charge. So not very effective, but it takes out 50% of my health. So yeah, I'm just going to basically throw this game away. Choose to throw the charge move with about no damage. And he brings in Swampert to add to the death. So I'm going to choose to shield the first Hydro Cannon to make it look like I'm actually trying to win the game. But then I'm going to concede because he has 2 ready to go, and I have 1 shield versus his 2. So I'm going to lose this game in very quick fashion to Tanner, so it's 1-1. So we're going to move into the next match. I've got Eggy, I've got Garbage Mon, Flareon, and I've got 1 good Pokemon. So I think I'm going to lose. I lead Executor into Skuntank. This is bad. Poison Jab's going to do a ton of damage, so is Crunch. I'm going to bring in Flareon. I'll give you a hint. There's a little bit of lag. It's Niantic. But Flareon sucks. Figure I could take a Flamethrower. Oh, wait, I can't because it's an awful Pokemon, and we should just transfer those for PvP as well. So I'm going to bring in Eggy here. Throw some Confusions and Seed Bombs at this Wiggly. I know Wiggly does a lot of damage to the Executor with just Confusion, or just Charm damage from battling Toshi in the Toxic Cup. So I am going to try to get off as much damage as I can, but I know I'm basically screwed. Can't shield here, no matter what it is, because I need shields for the back for Skuntank, because I know that matchup's very close. I'm going to try to farm down here and have a ton of energy loaded up, but I'm taking a ton of charm damage in the process. So probably ill-advised, but I don't think there's any way I win this anyway. I'm going to throw a Surf after tapping it viciously and it not coming up. He's going to choose to not shield. I have a ton of energy. I'm going to shield, or I'm going to throw another Surf, just messing around because I know he's either going to not shield or let it go. Or not, let it go or shield it. So he brings out Wormadam, so there's no possible way that I could have won this match, even if I do not let that charm damage come in. So it's going to be GG's. Tanner is the victor. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you go out and support my team REGICIDE PvP so we can give back to charity as well as make money to support our travel to these big mega tournaments. I'll hopefully post a video tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys.